think it is, what, set to 64?
No, I'm always cold. I'm warm.
Here we go, we're on.
Okay.
Go.
All right.
Stay like that.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Newton Board of Selectmen's meeting dated Monday, November 24th. It is 5:06. If we could start this meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I don't think we have any citizens' input out there at this point. Administration, we're gonna hold off on the hiring for right now, and we'll see if our man shows up. See if he's running a couple minutes late. So we'll go right into the budget presentations. How about we start with the cemetery?
Diane was supposed to go first. I remember that.
Okay, go ahead.
Somebody who,
The meeting to go to, so
Okay,
you were
I'm gonna-
100%
so this-
supposed to go first. I don't know who came up with this agenda order, but it is not correct.
Okay.
And you were always supposed to go first.
you've been always number one in my book, just so you know.
So, you have the cable budget in front of you. We're looking for an increase of, excuse me, 24.46, which is about, let's see if I can read this right. No, actually, it's 15.31%, and the increase is in salaries. Let's see, where is it? Okay, so we would increase salary line items from last year's to 5,500 to 6,845 and some change. We haven't given these guys any increases in a couple of years, probably at least 2 years, maybe 3. So we're looking to like keep them because it's very hard to get these people.
I can see that.
That's, seems to be the theme and what we keep trying to drum home to everybody out there in TV land, that the same thing with the town. Trying to get people to work for towns in New Hampshire is very difficult to do anything, so. We need to keep these people, so we have to pay them, people.
Diane, I don't remember, you will remember, were we using at one point the cable licensing fees to pay for this?
No, you can't use those to pay for salaries.
Okay,
You can use the cable fees, the franchise fees for things like your IT stuff,
okay.
and anything you need for like
Equipment too? Okay.
equipment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And when do they generally pay us? Is it quarterly?
No, it's I think it's, yes, quarterly, right. And I believe it's like February, it's off like, it's not like, a calendar year.
Okay.
Yeah, and fees have gone down, and the reason they've gone down is because subscribership has gone down with Comcast.
Right.
So you're not getting as much revenue from that.
Do you remember what we've gotten so far?
Didn't hear you.
Any idea what we've gotten so far?
This year, no, I have not, I have not gotten any update on that.
It's about $12,000 the payment. It used to be 14, now it's about 12,000
Did you say per?
per quarter, yeah.
Okay. And I take it that you get the emails and the checks, obviously.
Yes, I do.
You get an email accompanied with that?
Yes,
Can you start forwarding the email to the head of the cable committee?
sure,
Just so she has it?
sure.
Thank you.
That'd be nice, thank you.
Where is that money allocated?
Well,
it go
it's
into the general
deposited
fund?
into the cable revolving fund.
Oh, it goes into, okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Like I said, it's used for like equipment, like the cameras and stuff like that. And have been using it for the IT, but the IT bill got way out of control.
Exceeded?
Yes, exceeded more than we were taking in.
Right.
So that's why you had to put it back into into the departmental budgets.
So we need to find out what's in that revolving fund, just so we have an idea.
Last time I checked, it was like 13,000, and hopefully it's more than that by now.
Okay.
We'll check. We'll check on it. I'm sure there is.
Yeah, I would think so, but like I said, I haven't gotten anything.
Are we all set with equipment then?
All set with what?
Are we all set with equipment right now, or?
No.
I'm sorry, and my ears are a little,
He's asking if we're all set with equipment right now, and I said no.
yes. I apologize.
I said no, because I don't want that thing there.
Oh, I got you, yeah, definitely.
So,
Oh, weren't we using the ones up top?
those are the ones that have to be replaced.
Okay, they're not functioning then properly.
Yeah.
But things are functioning at this point.
They are functioning,
Right.
absolutely.
I mean, you could
Things are
spend,
functioning, but some of our equipment is behind its time frame
correct.
to where it should be replaced.
Right, and to try and find somebody that can even replace the equipment, that knows what to buy, is a hard thing to do.
And we've been running on the basis of if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Correct. Anything else?
I'm good.
I'm good.
You guys good?
All right.
Thanks, Diane.
I am going to leave because I have another meeting to go to.
Enjoy.
Yep.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Take care. Mr. Landry, if you would be so kind.
Good evening, Bill Landry, Newton Cemetery Trustees. And, okay, you've seen the budget, obviously.
Yep.
You have any questions before that I can answer for you?
Yeah, what's the rise in the grounds? Did our contract go up for lowering the landscape?
Yeah, last year, well, this year, I should say. This year, we're working on a default budget.
Right.
This year was also the year that we did the new contract for landscaping, which we do every 3 years. And so that's why, what the default budget at 14,000 whatever, the real budget was 18,000. We lucked out this year in the spring, if you recall all the rain we had and the high winds. We were able to eliminate a mowing and trimming and the leaf cleanup at all 3 cemeteries. That saved us $3,500, and that's why we were able to make the budget, the default budget this year. So that's the first time it's happened in the 18 years I've been on this board. And I don't expect it to happen again for another 18,
So you're
so.
taking into account the increases, taking into account the fact, the increase, you're taking into account the
Yes.
fact that we'll have to do that. Okay, good deal.
Yes. Yeah, the budget that we submitted last year for this year is about $600 higher than the one we're submitting now for next year. We've been able to cut back on some things, but the budget for the landscaping, that's 90% of our budget.
Right.
And, you know, like I say, we do it for 3 years, so for the next 2 years, we probably won't have any change in this budget if it passes. If it doesn't, and the weather doesn't do the same as it did this year, we're gonna be in trouble.
And we did have the slight increase in the stipend that was approved.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I think this year was the second year
Yeah.
for the
It
stipend.
says no
yeah.
increases here.
Yep.
And how come your supplies went down? What's the reason for that?
Because, you know, we've been purchasing things over the years, and
Yeah,
we
bring it back
don't,
up.
we do a lot of stuff with our own equipment, you know, so that we don't have to pay the landscapers to do,
Sure.
you know, the high-priced stuff, so. And we did buy some new equipment this year that will be, you know, and we've already used it and filled up 2 truckloads of brush out of Highland Cemetery. That didn't cost anything, you know.
You always have the expendable trust fund to work out of too.
Yeah, well, the trust funds, yeah, that's up around $32,000 now, the trust fund. But the trust fund, we're going to be using that. In the past, we've used it, 2 times. 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 2 ti for various, well, in fact, no, I'm talking about the expendable trust account that we have, where money goes in when we sell graves. We created that account back in 2017. The state of New Hampshire allowed the creation of an expendable account in the cemetery department. And so we immediately did that. So in the past, the money that we took in for grave sales went into the common trust. We got a little bit of interest out of it. Now, we get the entire amount when we sell a grave. And to give you a little idea of what's happened, this was, I think, 2017. We heard about it. We immediately put it on a warrant article, got it passed, and so forth. Since 2017, out of the expendable trust, we have spent $50,700 repairing things in the cemetery, okay? $35,700 of that was a result of the expendable trust fund. The $15,000 difference was when we paved the Highland Cemetery. We only had 10 grand, we put that in. And the voters very generously picked up another 15 for us. So, yeah, so including that 15, we've spent $50,000. And the town, for that $15,000 one, paid $8. So we've spent $50,000 improving the cemeteries in the last 5-6 years. And the town has paid $8 on their tax bill one time. So it all has worked out pretty good for us.
Too bad we can't touch the rest of that money in the common trust fund to do stuff with.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 90-something thousand in that common trust, and you have to go through Congress almost to get anything out of it. You know?
$1,000.
So, yeah, that's why we're coming back, and like I say, the budget we put in last year was $600 higher than the one we're putting in this year. We cut back on a few of the other things, supplies and stuff like that, that we can get away with. And we will continue to do some work that we won't hire people for while we're still young.
Good deal.
Any questions?
What is a plot going for right now?
The price of a plot went up this year to $600.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
Is
They
that-
originally were $50 many, many years
Is
ago.
that comparable to the going rates around?
It's probably a little higher than, say, Plastow and the surrounding towns here. But if you look at Haverhill, you know, they're 2,000. It's reasonable. Nobody ever complains when we tell them what the price is.
No, that's true,
You know?
yeah. Do we have plenty of land, right, for the future?
Yeah, well, over at Willow Grove, we've got about 40 plots left. At Highland, we've got a few hundred.
Good deal.
And that's because several years back, when we realized that a lot was 5 feet wide, we changed that to 40 inches, which is kind of standard around now. And so for every 2 lots that were in there, we gained another lot. Sure. So we've got over probably 400 lots available in there. And that's also with taking out some land for highways, paving.
Sure.
Right now, all we have paved in Highland and Willow is the U-shaped driveway. We're at a point in Highland now where we're selling more in the back. The front is pretty much sold out. So to avoid people carrying a coffin, you know, 100 feet into the, over other graves and everything, where next year we're going to get some quotes on the cost to put in maybe another section of U-type road so we can kind of make it
So is that the only capital improvement project you have planned for the future?
Yep. Yeah, everything else is all really minor stuff.
Awesome. Well, keep doing a good job you're doing.
Pardon?
Keep doing a good job that you're doing.
It's all worked out pretty well. Yeah, it's all worked out pretty well.
Everybody all set?
Good.
Thank you, Mr. Landry.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
MJ, would you please care to bless us with your presence?
Hello.
Good evening.
Most of my increases are just on salary lines. So I don't know what else would you like to know. I kept everything mostly level. A lot of my stuff is in and out. I have to guess or estimate at what's coming in so I can estimate at what's going out. Some things I lowered because I didn't need as much this year, and I don't think I'll need as much next year. Like I said, it's an in and out thing. Comes in, it goes out. It comes in, it goes out. Just
So you're comfortable with what you have then?
pretty much. I think there's one, I have a miss, I will check this 3 times. On Deputy Town Clerk salary, where it says 41663, that should say 41633. I'm a little dyslexic, so it's
Is this here?
$30.
Where are we? What number are we?
Deputy salary, Town Clerk.
I'm trying to find its little,
It says 41663 right now.
For the proposed?
For the proposed, yeah. It should be 66633. That was just a typo.
We have 49,960.
trying to find it.
What's the date, what's your as-of date? At the top.
No, this is just what I printed out. This is what I gave Paula.
So I got 49,009.60.
Okay, well, this is what I gave Paula, so I don't know what you're looking at.
So the deputy town clerk salary should be what?
I have it for proposed for 2026, 41, 663. It should say 633. That includes her increase. And the other 10, in the other, on the tax collector, it doesn't move, it just stays that same. But I don't know where you're looking at. What are you looking at?
Yeah.
She's got it right there.
Do you have what we have?
I have what's on the screen. I don't know if she did or something.
See, I don't have a date in mind. Okay. So, one, two, three, that's what it was, this is what,
This is 28. Oh, 49.
yeah, I don't know where that came from. I don't know.
It says it includes increase.
Yeah, includes a $2 increase, yeah. So this is not what I have. This is not what I have. This is not what I gave Paula.
What is the number that you have?
I said 41,633. And this is what I gave Paula.
Okay.
So, I mean, if things were looked at and switched, I wasn't told. We'll go with that. That's more money. I'll take that. Like, you know what I think? I think she might have,
Added these two?
she might have taken this and added another $2 per hour.
Yeah, that's what it says. Includes $2 increase.
That
On
includes.
top of the.
That's
Oh,
my
you already did it.
increase.
Okay, right.
On top of the, now I get it.
Get it? So I think what I gave her was what I needed. In the little notes, it said this amount to explain why it went up includes $2 an hour. Not you take it and put $2 an hour on it.
So now it's got $4.
Yeah, so,
Is that the only number that looks wrong compared to?
I don't know. I don't know what, you got me. Let me turn around and look. Yeah, I don't know.
She didn't do $2 an hour and put it on top of that. The numbers don't come out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did she include the bottom number? Do you want to look at
Well,
this?
there's also,
I know it's tiny.
My eyes can't even freaking see that. Okay, let's see. Okay, card proposed.
Well, just the whole, but do you want it, you can keep this if you want.
137.
Robin, what's her bottom line number?
This is what I have. She's got like 7,000 more than me. You know what we're gonna do, gentlemen? We're gonna take this back. You meet again next week, correct? Yeah. I'll be back next week. Thank you.
Next. How you doing, Mike?
Yours
Good
looks
evening,
like-
Board. Mike
Evening.
Rivera, Road Agent. I'm gonna go over the highway budget. You guys wanna start in any particular place, fashion? You want me to do an overview?
Just go what you need to do.
Okay. So to start with, the budget from last year, I'm gonna propose we level fund all the line items, the bottom line, don't change anything. If you go through my budget, and I'm not sure what you're looking at, I have one that's dated 11/18 of 2025.
Yeah, so ours is a couple weeks newer, ours is 24 today.
Okay,
So
so
it's
I'm
fine.
using
You're
one.
gonna be real close.
And the numbers will be off a little bit because some stuff posted since I've low stat. Yeah,
The date changes here as of. what
yeah, and
you
I don't think for this discussion tonight, any of that's really gonna have any major impact on it.
I don't think so.
You know, some of my line items overran this year, gravel and coal patch. It's got a budget line item of 10, I'm up to 13. That could actually be, by the time of the end of the year, runs around 15 due to more potholes and additional gravels that I put on New Boston Road to get it profiled right. So, you know, it went into other items. The thing I will propose, as we did last year, at the end of this, I think I've got like 105,000 as we speak right now in the budget left.
Yeah, you're close.
Yeah, we've still got stuff that'll post from November, and we still have November left. December is always a crapshoot for me, not knowing what we might get for bad weather, so forth.
Right.
So it's hard to project. But whatever we have left, I would like to encumber that. Well, one I'm gonna encumber the engineering for Mike Vignali, because he's been working on Wilder's Grove culverts. He gave me a proposal a couple months ago for $9,400 to complete the engineering for that. We won't do that work this year, so I'll just encumber that to his engineering costs for next year. The other one would be, which is always the big one, paving. So whatever I've got left at the end of the year budget, I want to encumber that for strictly paving like we did last time this year.
And that's fine. I think that for us to do it the right way, you have to explicitly say what it's for.
Sure, which is fine.
And you need to, have something that just says from whoever you use.
Yeah.
So you
And
know
I
it's
actually
on.
probably have all of that. I didn't want to go through it tonight
I'm
because I
sure you
don't.
do.
Yes.
So when we do it, the last meeting in December,
Yep.
all the numbers will be hard. You'll have a quote from whoever you use to finish Dugway, whatever it is, you know, that's what we'll use. And
And I know the numbers now if you want to go through it.
No, I don't know right now. I wouldn't go through that right now.
I think it's a little early.
It is. We'll wait until that last meeting in December when
Yep.
we do
Yeah,
it.
as long as you have the
We'll do it
contract.
then,
Which I have all of that stuff in place, but again, I don't.
and that's perfect.
Yeah.
But you gotta be explicit in this is for, to finish Dugway.
Yep.
Like, this is for this. You know, just like Mike McNally's engineering, it's specific to that.
Yeah.
You
Which-
couldn't just say engineering.
Yeah, and what I'll do, and again, I hate to lock myself into something. For an example, last year, the roads that I spoke about this a lot, was New Boston Road. That was the one that needed to be done, we did in conjunction with Kingston. I think the overall project went well. I think everybody's pretty happy with the end result. Dugway came up like in the spring. Last winter destroyed Dugway. It wasn't even on my next 3-year plan. So there's always that variable that a road will deteriorate faster than we've anticipated, you know. So we had to hit that, kind of threw my budgeting off a little bit.
But you
I'm
got
glad
rave-
it's done.
You got rave reviews on it though, because everybody notices it.
Well, that's good. It's a pretty popular street,
Yep.
3 times a week, right? So, and that has to be finished, you already said it, so I have to complete that next year. And then I have, and I can tell you what I'm shooting for next year, whether that happens or not.
We won't hold you to it, but I'm sure some taxpayers would like to know which roads are on the plate.
Sure. And I can tell you what I'm hoping
The hope.
to get next year. And they're on, so let me backtrack just a little bit. Every 3 to 4 years, I do a road evaluation. The last one was done in '22. So next year I'll be due to do another one. Part of this is an exercise in futility, because if I look back at the 2022 road evaluation that the engineer and I do, town engineer and I do together, the road cost at that point was $1.7 million, right? I've done 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. So I've spent since '22 to now, with block grant money and all the funds that I have available, about $780,000. Rough numbers, you know, I've got $950,000 worth of work to do. That was on the '22 evaluation. I still have to do the evaluations so that there's a moving scale of what roads are deteriorating, right? So next year, finish Dugway. The next one would be the middle section of Pond Street that wasn't done. In the past, I had to do roads in sections because we didn't have the funding. The backside of Meadowview Drive, which is on the 2000, these roads are still on the 2022 evaluation, right? So Pond Street, Meadowview Drive, and Wallace. I know, and I don't think I could stand here and argue with some residents. I didn't want to argue with some residents. I don't want to argue with any residents, right? But some will go, well, why are you doing Wallace, right? Wallace, unfortunately, takes an incredible amount of road traffic because it's a cut-through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's been in tough shape for a long time. So those are my to-do list. Following years, I think Bartlett's on the following year.
Yeah, sure it is. It's not on the list.
It actually is on the list. I don't know when it's gonna get there. No, it was on the '22 evaluation.
At the bottom.
It's kind of low on the bottom. Yeah. It isn't lower on the bottom.
So when you do Wallace, are you like raising it up? Like, not raising it up, I guess, because Wallace is the cut through to, like, if I was,
Needs to be reconstructed.
comes out in front of the library, right? That's
Correct.
Correct.
That's
So
yeah.
I guess my thing is with the Wallace Street is the
No, go ahead. Go.
sides, where it's like deep.
Yeah.
So is that gonna be,
Yeah,
like, almost like if somebody went in it, their truck's
It
getting
won't come
stuck?
out, yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. So that was a drainage swale that was put in a long time ago. It works, but it's problematic in a whole bunch of other directions other than to catch the water in there. So yeah, that all has to be dealt with and
I guess
corrected.
that's what I'm asking, is that part of you doing that road? You're not just gonna skim it, you're gonna
Nope.
fix it?
No, 100%.
Reconstruction.
All that will be addressed when we go to do the road work. That's why some of these budget numbers that the engineer and I put together, New Boston's one again. When we looked at New Boston Road, when we did it in '22, we looked at it to put in place and in kind what we had there existing with everything else. That doesn't work on New Boston Road. Eventually, another conversation for a different day, right? People always bring up, when are you line striping? When are you line striping? When are we gonna line stripe? Not for a long time. One,
Boston?
Anyway.
multiple roads.
Well, because happened to notice that Kingston has theirs also.
Oh, yeah, and it stops right at the town line.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We haven't got phone calls yet on that?
No phone calls.
We will.
Are we required to line strike?
There's no requiring for line striping.
So is it super expensive?
Well,
I got two
well,
cans of spray paint.
here's, and I'll predict the future the best I can, right? I line stripe New Boston Road.
Snowball.
People are gonna ask, when are we doing Crane Crossing Road? When are we gonna do Thornell Road? When are we gonna do Smith Corner Road? That will open up a series of conversations on roads that have to be line striped. Kingston has a $47,000 line item for line striping.
Just line stripe?
A year. And you have to, so just stay with that number for a minute, right? If I can extract another $47,000, it's going in paving.
Right.
It's going in paving. I mean, I'm just being a realist, right? I don't have that kind of money to put in the line striping. The roads are deficient.
And
That's
the
where
reason
money
they're
has to go.
deficient, it shows right here in this budget in 2022, when you had $55,000 in paving.
Correct.
It catches up with us.
Oh, bad, hard.
I've been caught.
I wouldn't even bother line striping.
Huh?
And we've talked about this quite a few times, that Mike's budget over the course of many years has been the budget that has been put forth to be reduced every year to try to keep the budget within means, and that's why our roads are in such horrendous shapes that they are, because he hasn't had the money to be able to do what he needs to do for these roads, and they've fallen so far behind that as he stands there and he constantly tells us, he's not even playing catch-up, he's just trying to take care of the ones that really are undrivable at this point.
Yeah, they're roads that in the road classification are completely failed. They don't even,
Exactly.
they're in terrible, terrible shape.
And this is why we keep trying to get you some money so that we can get some of these roads.
So on this budget meeting, again, we'll talk more about it in December on a final, right? I would propose, I'm gonna level fund my budget again this year, right? But what I would like to do is put a warrant article in for 200 grand for paving,
Again.
again.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That helps tremendously,
Yep.
you know. I mean, you know, I used these numbers back when we were trying to get the bond passed, 3 years ago. I lose track of time, but and the bond almost passed, right? It was close. But I really need $500,000 a year to get in a place where I'm not still sliding backwards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm staying even and maybe catching up a little bit. But that's, you know.
Well, it's easier when we put it on a warrant like that, because then it's easier to point when people are like, well, why aren't you doing this, why aren't you doing that? It was like, it was right here on this warrant, and the town didn't pass it, you know?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
It's easier to say that than it is to go through all the budget and stuff like that. It's easier just to say, it's on the warrant, if it gets voted for, we're able to get more roads done. Like, that's specifically what this warrant article, that's why we did it, you know what I mean? Was to say, this is what it's for, it's going to this, not going to anything else other than paving, you know, so.
And back to New Boston Road. So when we did New Boston Road, that's reprofiled, widened, that's the width into dimensions where someday if we do line stripe, that road can accept line stripe. You gotta be 23 feet wide to line stripe. Hence the reason we can't line stripe Smith Corner Road. And that'll be a whole different series. That's the swales on one end. I mean, for years, nobody's fault, I did it for my first 5 or 6 years as road agent, right? The road was 19 feet, I put back 19 feet. Right?
Yeah.
Because you were playing with, I think originally my budget was either 35 or, I think my paving line items were $35,000 a year. Now, that's a big driveway. In a big house, right? So, I didn't have any money, but that's the wrong thing to do. You gotta bring it up to spec, you gotta bring it up to width. And Smith Corner Road, if you look at that 2022 evaluation, and that's not the whole road, there's a map that goes with it. That's $221,000. That's for a chunk of New Boston Road.
Sure.
Not New Boston Road, Smith Corner Road, right? Smith Corner Road. Smith Corner Road has to be done from the Plastow Town Line to Peasley Crossing in its entirety. It has to be widened, the slopes have to be taken down, the drainage swales have to be dealt with. You're talking a considerable amount of money to bring that up to a road spec where you can take truck traffic. Because that's part of what the thing falls apart with, right? It's not built, you know, New Boston Road, I built it to take truck traffic, which is not supposed to be a truck route, but it seems to be. Signage or not, it seems to be.
Seems to be right now until that four-way stop's put in, and then I'm guessing they're gonna start.
Well, yeah, that might adjust some of the truck traffic or,
Yeah.
drive-through traffic.
I'm good.
Good?
You guys all good?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the last one is, which is a blip, the tree care budget.
Yeah.
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 Are you gonna apply anything to this?
Oh, yeah, that'll be
Okay,
gone.
all right, just making
Yeah.
sure.
I wait till the end of the year. Sadly, I use this as my tactic, right? I save it in case there's an emergency during the year.
Makes sense.
When I get to this
Have stuff you
point,
could build, but
yeah, so I get to this point, there's two trees on Hadley that have been all year I've been looking to get. Well, that's where it's going. And I think it's $3,000. I think my budget's $3,000.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's gone on Hadley. So yeah, it gets used all the time, but I drag my feet
Yeah. They need-
so that I can do an emergency if I have one.
If it comes up, sure. Excellent.
Any other questions?
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike.
Good.
Thank you,
Thank
Mike.
you, guys.
Appreciate it. All right, so at this point, would you care to?
Yes, so we have Bill Kinkley. Keekley, okay, Keekley. Oh, do you want me to read it or are you guys?
Please introduce him.
Oh,
Would
okay,
you
all right,
care to step up?
So William Keekley is a Newton resident. He interviewed for the land administrative position. He has a strong professional background and a wide range of skills, including he has a background in GIS, and we are excited to welcome him to the team.
Welcome.
Welcome, Mike.
Thank you.
With that said, I move to hire William Keatley.
Yes, sir.
Got it right, for the land administrative position at the hourly rate of $25 per hour with up to 30 hours weekly.
Second.
Motion by Joe, seconded by Joe. All in favor? Aye.
So did you, have you been to a planning board meeting?
Not in person, I watched one last week.
Yeah, you went to ZBA meeting, I think,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, you were here for that.
Good.
Tomorrow night's planning board, I'll see you there.
Well, you'll be at all of them now, so it won't matter.
Well, welcome aboard.
Yeah, welcome aboard. And then the only thing I'll say is, there's gonna be a lot of training that we can offer you. Try to take as much of that training as you can. It's just, there's a lot of ins and outs and stuff like that. Not that I don't think that you're up to the task or anything to that sort, but the more training, the more knowledgeable, the more connections you make. Because you'll see things, you'll be like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this. But you'll have somebody that you can call who will know, you know what I mean? Through the state, you know, or even our circuit rider, who is Jen Rowden, you'll meet her. All good, but it's really point of contacts when you run into stuff that you're like, I don't know what I'm doing with this, you know, that type of thing. Welcome aboard, definitely.
Thank you.
Super happy.
Yeah, he's very knowledgeable with a lot of the, how do you say, topographical
Yes.
aspects of the laws and the bylaws and stuff. So to Dan's point, it's some of the other RSAs about the land use and what inhibits with that, and we've had that discussion about the training and him taking that as available, and if he's got any issues, don't even think twice about asking Jen for some help, because she's very friendly and very helpful. And she's more than willing to shoot you an email and put you in the right direction. So I will see you tomorrow at the planning board meeting.
I'll be there.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you so much. You're good, you can take it off.
Consent agenda?
You're all set.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
Bye, Bill, thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I move to approve the consent agenda as written.
Second.
Motion by Joe, seconded by Joe, all in favor, aye. Announcements, Town Hall will be closed Thanksgiving. So won't the transfer station, will be closed. Newton tree lighting, that is this weekend, 5 o'clock, 11:30, at the Historical House.
Santa Claus will be there as well. So bring your kids, take pictures.
And then we have Toys for Tots, which is 11 to 2 on 12/13. There'll be all kinds of things going on there. Please feel free to stop by, even if you can't stay, with an unwrapped gift for a donation. That would be greatly appreciated for some less fortunate kids that'll have something for Christmas this year. Am I forgetting anything else?
Yeah, two things. Okay. Town Hall will be hosting a giving tree for local families. Tags will be ready Monday, December 1st. And the next BOS meeting will be on December 2nd at 5:30. We will continue budget reviews. We'll have MJ back, apparently. And that's it. I don't have anything else.
Looking forward to it.
Anybody got anything else?
I'm good.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
That being said, thank you to everybody. Good night.
So Bill actually starts the 2nd, but I'm sure he's willing to attend the meeting tomorrow night.